guys, this is Anthony for Signal by Sony, a show about everything Sony makes. And today I am here with Kenta from the Sony camera team, who has got some brand new toys for us. What you got, Kenta?
So I have 2 new cameras and 3 new lenses for you today. We're going to start off with the new 3N. This is the NEX-3N. It replaces the NEX-F3. And if you remember, it's an interchangeable lens camera. It has an APS-C size sensor in it, so it's the same sensor size as most DSLRs.
This feels like it's smaller than my 7 and my F3.
Totally, yeah. So I did bring NEX-F3 with me today.
Okay.
So we can do some size comparisons here. Inside the NEX-3N, we still have the same 16 megapixel image sensor. Max ISO sensitivity is 16,000, so those are the same.
Okay.
But what's different inside is the brains. So we have a new algorithm, area-specific noise reduction.
What does that mean?
So that's borrowed from the A99. It's very intelligent. So not only is it doing noise reduction on the entire image.
So this is something where, like, if you have a picture that's like a sky with a nice sunset gradient and then like something with a texture in front of it.
So if you have a tree, you don't want that to have the same noise reduction algorithm as the sky. So it'll keep the tree sharp, but keep the sky nice and continuous in color.
Very cool. So that improves, I would imagine, all kinds of like edges and things like that.
Totally, yeah.
Nice.
So that's a really good improvement there. So another area that we improved is auto portrait framing. Before, on the NEX-F3, we only were able to do it on one face, so one person in that image. But now,
just like, what happens if you have like 2 people? Would you just like crop a dude?
So we heard that complaint a lot, and we improved it. So now this camera can intelligently see 2 people and crop it that way.
Very cool.
And then also on top of that, we were like, why not go further? So we have auto macro framing.
Okay.
So if you're shooting a macro image like a flower, it'll use that same rule of third rule and make a better composition. And yet, there's another feature that we added. It's called auto tracking framing. And the camera knows now that if you're tracking a subject and it's moving in one direction, it'll take that original picture and crop it so that it's a better composition, leaving more space in front of the object that's in the moving direction.
So, I mean, in addition to being smaller, I mean, this feels like it's really small, really light.
Smaller, yeah.
What other physical differences are we seeing here?
I'm going to go from the similarities first. The NEX-F3, the tilting 180-degree screen was very popular, so we kept that as well. One different thing, and this is a first for NEX, is the zoom lever here. So it's an electronic zoom lever. And then you can zoom in and out. And it's positioned like this, so if you ever do self-portraits, you can actually zoom really easily, like that.
I like that.
It still has a flash, pop-up flash as well, so just like that. But if you can see here, the height is reduced a lot. And that's thanks to the lens here. It's a collapsible lens. One thing that I forgot to mention is that it also has a zoom lever here.
Oh, that's convenient.
But yeah, if you don't like that zoom lever, you can always use the zoom ring here. So you have actually 3 controls for zoom. The ring, the lever here, and the lever here as well. We have an dedicated ISO button here.
Nice.
Which is nice. But also, you can program that so you don't have to go menu diving. And this is all programmable.
Tell me about Wi-Fi in this guy?
No, there's no Wi-Fi. The NEX-F3 didn't have Wi-Fi either. If you want Wi-Fi, which is a really cool feature, I recommend going up to the 5R or the NEX-6.
Gotcha. And let's talk about lenses. We obviously have this new kit lens here, which is really cool. What about the roadmap for E-mount lenses? Are there any new E-mount lenses coming that we hadn't known about previously?
I can't tell you right now, but I can tell you that there's a lot more coming, and there's a lot more in development in the pipeline. So just hang tight.
Awesome.
It's going to be a great lineup this year as well.
So tell me about price and availability on the 3N.
So the NEX-3N is going to be available in April. It's going to be $499.
Anything else that we need to know?
It'll come in black or white. So the black one would have a black kit lens as well.
Nice.
So.
Awesome. So that is the new stuff for the NEX line. You brought a new Alpha with you as well.
That's correct, yeah. So what I have here is the SLT A58 replacing the A57. And we're really excited about this model because there's a lot of improvements in this one as well. So it has a completely new sensor. On the A57, it had a 16 megapixel image sensor, but now on the 58, we have a 20 megapixel image sensor.
Okay, so that's a jump.
And then the max ISO sensitivity is 16,000.
Is that different than the 57?
That's the same.
Okay.
So very good in low light. But also the brains, the Beyond's processor, that's changed as well. So I talked a little bit about area-specific noise reduction. That's also in here, borrowed from the A99.
Cool.
We also have an improvement in the EVF as well. In the 57, it was LCD. Now you get OLED EVF.
Nice.
On the 58.
Nice. I like that OLED viewfinder is like working its way across the line.
So another improvement that we made on the A58 is lock-on AF.
So how does that help?
So that helps because there's only 15 points of AF, which is a lot for entry-level cameras, but because there's only 15 points of AF, you're limited in the center. But if the camera is intelligent enough to recognize that there's a bigger object, then if you go off to the screen a little bit, it will still recognize that it needs to focus on you.
Okay, so if you move out of that AF area and then back into it, it's like, oh, you're back.
Yes.
That's cool.
And this is great because thanks to TMT, translucent mirror technology, it works in stills and video.
Oh, that's got to help so much in video.
So amazing features there.
Yeah, that's great. So what else is new? What else do we have here?
The usual standard for an SLT camera is very high frame rates, so 5 frames per second at full res, or 8 frames per second in telezoom high-speed shooting.
Great.
And then obviously not all these cameras have 60i, full HD movie capabilities, and 24p as well.
Great. Also looks like we have a new kit lens on this guy.
Good eye, good eye. So this is a new kit lens. It's the 18-55 Mark II version.
Okay, and what are the differences between the Mark I and the Mark II?
Cosmetically, it's a little bit different. We have a metallic ring. Also, the rear element that shades the lens as well is a little bit better, so there's less internal reflections, giving you a better image quality.
So tell me about price and availability for this guy here.
This one we're really excited. So A57 was $799. We're now offering this one with the new kit lens at $599.
Wow. So that is a jump.
Yeah.
That is great.
This is also coming in April. And yeah, we're really excited about this camera.
Okay, so in addition to the new kit lens, do we have any other new glass coming for the Alphas?
So we have really 2 new exciting lenses coming out. So the SAL 7400G. We're updating that as well. And
is there a price difference between the Mark I and the Mark II?
Yes, slightly. There's a slight price increase. So one more exciting lens. It's the SAL 50 f1.4 Zeiss lens. It's a new Zeiss lens.
Hey, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it's going to be $1,500. Absolutely brand new Zeiss lens that's autofocus. And remember, we are the only manufacturer that makes autofocus Zeiss glass. So
wow.
A lot of pros are going to be wanting this lens.
That's awesome. So that's April as well?
That is going to be May.
That's going to be May. Awesome. Thanks so much for bringing this stuff by, Kenta. That's going to do it for today. Be sure to check out more videos about all things Sony on our YouTube channel. For now, I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.